This week on the Spotlight, we go back to the early 2000s White Sox. This man put up some big numbers. And then we go to our 2018 Benkowski Trivia title match at the Sock. More highlights. And then we talk to a White Sox player, a very fine pitcher. And we talk to, was he world peace yet? Or was he just run our test? Check out my website, Benkowski.com, for my weekly article and up-to-the-minute trivia sites. From wherever Chicago's sports teams are making news, it's the 29th year of the Perfect Pitch Auto Repair Sports Spotlight. They have tune-ups, transmissions, AC service, engine repair, tire repair, oil changes, and more. 108th and Kedzie. Lansing Floral Shop, open 8 a.m. daily. Custom silk flowers, Bridgewater candles, great flowers, 708-474-1212. A great floral shop, Lansing Floral. Get to Renata's Beauty Salon, men, women, and kids. Open 6 days a week, 12558 Southwestern Avenue in beautiful Blue Island. With a 30-year Southwest Side tradition, Huck Finn is open 24 hours to serve you with great breakfasts like the Becky Thatcher, soups, great lunches, 1/3 pound burgers, clubs, and much more. Dinners from seafood to steaks to pasta, great donuts, and ice creams. With 3 locations at Archer and Damon, 67th and Pulaski, and 105th and Cicero. Stop in today. You know Huck Finn is open. You've got to get to Dr. Sherman Clay, chiropractor. Gentle adjusting. Most insurance accepted. Massage therapy, too. Walk-ins are welcome. Call 773-324-4325. That's HEAL. Dr. Sherman Clay. You've got to get to the Wise Owl at Van Buren and Racine. Pizzas, pork sliders, Cuban sandwiches, carrot soup, elote, burgers, tacos, salads, and more. Great cocktails and great bartenders. A tremendous array at the Wise Owl, Van Buren and Racine. See you there. You've got to get to Gilhooly's, 3901 West 103rd Street, near St. Xavier, for my next trivia show, Friday, March 1st at 8 p.m. Music, movies, TV, sports, requests, not to mention the excellent food, the fine drink, the great staff, and the overall fun of my trivia game. So for Benkowski Trivia, get to Gilhooly's, 103rd Street, just off Pulaski. You'll be glad you did. And now another installment of our 2018 Trivia Championship match from the Sock. More questions. And Karen's Killers are up.
What? You know what?
You can play anything you want. 1985. There's an article about the Boston Bruins' sneaky little center, Ken Linsman, who has this unsavory nickname, or did. What was his nickname? 5 seconds.
The Rat.
The Rat is right. 100. That's a big play. That's a very big play. 960. Okay, we go to Baha Men for BB's or National Geographic. Appeal is a startup company in Santa Barbara, California, with a new product powder that you apply to fruits and vegetables. What does it do? Five seconds.
Keeps them fresh.
Keeps them fresh is correct. 1080. 920. You guys are rolling. 80 free is up. 80 free. Irrigation waters are now being distributed into South America. southwestern African nations. One begins with A, and one begins with N as in nest. Name either of those two, getting the new fresh water.
Angola.
Angola is correct. Namibia is the other one. 90. Wow. So who just got that? Was that 80 free?
Yes.
80 free?
Yes.
By the way, on the Albany, I moved. I moved. You'll never find me. You'll never find me. All right, so 80 free. That was you guys, right? All right, so we go to 900. The roadies are up. You got it. Earlier I mentioned Singapore for the happiness thing. But in Asia, specifically Southeast Asia, there's another country coming on strong in the happiness factor, named the Southeast Asian country.
What's the category?
Happiness. Happiness. Going.
Singapore.
Singapore? No. We go to 00 Night Out. 5 seconds. Going. Correct. Thailand is right. Night Out climbs to 860. We go to pinball. It's a BB. BB Newirth played Frasier's wife on Frasier and on one other show.
Cheers.
Cheers is right. So you go to 1210. J&B can go over 1,000 here. J&B. B.B. Buell went to New York in 1971. She was offered a job in what field?
Modeling.
Modeling is correct. So 1020. You're the second team to 1,000. Karen's Killers, you can be the third team to do that. Karen's Killers, BB Rexa, birth year within 2. 5 seconds. Going. 92 is too recent. We go to Baha Men.
97.
Going the wrong way. We go to 80 free.
87.
89, you get it. It's an 80. That's what listening does. So 980 for 80 free. The roadies are up. You've got to get to Lansing Floral Shop. Open at 8 a.m. daily. Besides a great array of live flowers, they have custom silks, Bridgewater candles. They want you to plan your parties early at a wide delivery area. They're located at 3420 Ridge Road in Lansing, or you can call 708-474-1212. Weddings, funerals, birthdays, anniversaries, and guys, try the No Reason flower. Believe me, it works. Lansing Floral Shop. Give them a call, 708-474-1212. Kim G. Sherman, psychotherapist, Des Plaines Wellness Center. Therapy for individuals, couples, families. Call 847-962-4849. I've known Kim for over 20 years. She is a true professional, and she will help you. Give her a call. Family Dentist, Lawrence Furlan, DDS, 109th and Kedzie, crowns, veneers, cleanings, improving your smile. They do a great job. Call 773-233-7044. Excellent work, impeccable. Call the Family Dentist, 773-233-7044. They did a great job for me, and they'll do a great job for you. You've got to get to Shelton Fireworks, the world's largest warehouse, off Interstate 94, exit 22B in Porter, Indiana. Row after row of the best fireworks anywhere. From the little ones to the grand finales, that'll end your show. Birthdays, anniversaries, graduations, in addition to the 4th of July. Just get over there to Shelton Fireworks now. Then you can reload by the time summer comes. Shelton Fireworks, I-94, exit 22B in Portage. We're back on the spotlight at Sox Fest, and we're talking with the guy who made a huge impact in 1999, Carlos Lee. We'll be looking for him again patrolling left field. Of all the things you learned in 1999, and there were many, did you learn more things as an offensive player or more things as a defensive player?
I think that I learned more everything, you know, base running wise, defensively, hitting wise, because, you know, you learn something new every day, and I was trying to pick up the most that I can out of last year so I can, you know, be better this year.
Well, everyone said the reason that you made the majors was your bat, and that they would work with you on the defensive side. You spend a lot of time experimenting at third base. Are you relieved now? Are you happy that you can just play left field and be left alone?
I mean, you know, I was happy to make it to the big leagues, and my goal was to get there, and from there, you know, you try to find a spot for you. And they was talking about, you know, move me to the left field. Spring training, you know, I was working on the outfield, and then, you know, I came to the big leagues, and I was working hard on my defense too, because offensively it's not the whole game. You got to be able to play defense if you want to, you know, have a long career. And I won the winter ball and played left field and work a lot too, so I can, you know, adjust a lot better to left field.
Now, I'm wondering if when Chris Singleton took over in center field and became the regular, did that help you a little bit? Because you knew he was going to take, you know, a little pressure off you maybe.
I mean, I still have to do my job, but that's kind of, you know, took a little bit pressure off me, because I knew I got a good center field on my side, and he was helping me the whole time, you know, letting me know where the ball is going to be, and that really helps a lot.
Who on the coaching staff, who of the White Sox coaches is the best one to give tips to outfielders?
I mean, I was working almost every day with Wallace Johnson, third base coach, and he was the one that always was talking to me. And Darren Jackson, you know, a veteran outfield, always was talking to me about situation of the games, where you should be, where you should throw the ball, and those little tips help a lot.
Good point. How about hitting-wise? You know, you had a very fine offensive season. What did you learn at the plate as a major league hitter? What was different about major league hitting than minor league hitting?
I mean, you have to stay back the whole time. In minor leagues, you know, when you find yourself ahead on the count, you always expect the fastball. And in the major league, you know, you can expect anything, because pitchers got a lot more control of the plate, and they can control the inside, outside, and that's. I learned too that I have to get more patient on the plate so I can see better, you know, pitches to hit. I didn't do that last year. I was excited to be here, and I just want to swing the bat. But I realized to be a good hitter in the major leagues, you got to be patient.
Yeah. Well, who's the best example of a patient hitter on the White Sox that you can copy?
I mean, I always look out for Frank, because you see Frank, he don't never swing the bad balls. You know, he always, if he don't get his pitch to hit, he take a walk. You know, when I was making the pitches, I was swinging at everything. So if they don't want to throw a strike at me, they don't have to, because I was swinging at everything. So I look up at Frank, because, you know, if you don't get the pitch to hit, you just take a walk. Then I was trying to do this year. I wait for my pitch. If I don't get it, just take a walk.
Now, as far as where you bat in the lineup, some people say there's a lot of pressure to batting fourth. Some people like to bat fifth or sixth. If you could pick where you would be in the lineup, where would you be most comfortable?
I mean, I just be honest. I want to be on the lineup, and I want to be able to help the team to win. And last year I was hitting fifth. And I mean, I didn't feel pressure on it, because I like to drive runs, and when I see guys on bases, I mean, that's my opportunity here. And it wasn't pressure for me. I just play the game hard, and whatever happens, happens. You know, it's nothing. I do my best. If it happens. If it's not, it's nothing I can do about it. You know, I try my best. That's all I care about.
Oh, that's a good attitude. Tell me what you see in the 2000 White Sox that excites you and makes you think you guys will challenge.
I mean, we have last year we have a young team, and I think that we got one more year experience, and I think that we come this year with one more year of experience, and we were able to adjust to the mistake or errors that we made last year. So everybody got to learn from their mistakes. So good part is don't let it happen twice, So you got to go back and try to, evaluate yourself, and I did this wrong, I did this good, and try to get the ground part and try to make that better. So I think that everybody realized that we're going to have a good young ball club again.
And we're going to watch for Carlos Lee to be more patient at the plate, and we're going to watch for him to throw some people out on the base paths. I'm predicting 14 assists this year. How does that sound?
Sounds good.
Thanks a lot.
With a 30-year Southwest Side tradition, Huck Finn is open 24 hours to serve you with great breakfasts like the Becky Thatcher, soups, great lunches, 1/3 pound burgers, clubs, and much more. Dinners from seafood to steaks to pasta. Great donuts and ice creams. With 3 locations at Archer and Damon, 67th and Pulaski, and 105th and Cicero. Stop in today. You know Huck Finn is open. Go play at Red Shoes Billiards, 12009 South Pulaski in Alsip, featuring 16 Brunswick Gold Crown pool tables, drop fluorescent lighting fixtures, and a fabulous grade of cloth. Call 708-388-3700. And now video gaming is available at Red Shoes from open till close. And don't forget the Illinois Lottery too. That's Red Shoe Billiards, 12009 South Pulaski.
You've got to get to the Sock Live Minkowski Trivia, alternate Thursdays at 8 p.m. 93rd and Roberts Road. Great game, great people. Check out the Sock. I think you'll be glad you did when you go to my trivia game every other Thursday. 8 p.m., 93rd and Roberts Road. Perfect Pitch Auto Repair at 108th and Kedzie does tune-ups, transmission, AC service, engine repair, tire repair, oil changes, and emission system repair. They're open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., and they've done a great job for me. Perfect Pitch Auto Repair at 108th and Kedzie. You've got to get to Papa Joe's new location, 5900 West 111th Street. Italian beef, tetrazzini, great pizza, parmesan, ravioli, and more. All my classic choices. New location, and they can still deliver into the city. Get to Papa Joe's. Sammy's mood music, putting Jason in a good mood here. But like you were saying a few seconds ago, when the wind's blowing in, the pitchers are extra happy, and you guys can kind of like rear back and do it a little bit differently.
Yeah, for the most part, pitching here when the wind's blowing in, it's definitely an advantage, I think, for the pitcher. You can still, if you're a line drive hitter and find holes, obviously you can hit well here, but for fly ball pitches, it plays pretty well. It's a big park when the wind's blowing in, bigger than it looks like.
Let's talk a little bit about the lineup and how things are coming along there. A few guys are nicked these days, but I guess I'm kind of looking ahead to when May, and people are healthier. I think it'll change the way the run support will go, and you guys will probably be looking forward to that time, eh?
Yeah, I think with this type of weather, with it being a little cooler, it's tough for some guys to get loose and little nagging injuries. But when it does warm up and just the time factor too, we're due to get a couple guys back, and we've been actually playing a little bit better though lately. Haven't gotten the wins, but everything's going to be fine. We just don't need to panic, but think about one game at a time. We need to go out and win today, and after today's over, worry about tomorrow, and don't look behind and don't look forward. So as long as we concentrate on one game at a time, we'll be fine.
I think with all the attention to the 3, 4, 5 guys, especially with the acquisition of Alou, there was the idea that you guys would really be pounding the ball. They probably have to make quite an adjustment to do the small ball thing nowadays.
Well, I think anytime you have a potential 3, 4, 5 like that, it'd be great if they were all hot at the same time, because the numbers they'd put up would be unbelievable. But I think one of the luxuries that you have with guys of that caliber, at any given point, any one of them could carry a team, and you know, they don't have to be hot all at the same time. And if they do, it's great. And I'm sure there's going to be spurts during the season where they are, but there's enough there for the three guys that you know, if one of them's hot at one time, you know, the other two don't have to be as hot. So you know, that's going to be a bonus too. Just I think the weather, once the weather warms up, things will be a little better.
To wrap up, any personal goals for yourself? I know sometimes, you know, it's a little tough to put numerical goals out there, but you know, maybe in terms of innings pitched, or you know, how long you last per start, or things of that nature.
Well, I'd like to get over 200 innings pitched. Obviously, it's kind of a benchmark that you know, a lot of people set, but for me, it's consistency. Going out there and being consistent every fifth day, giving my team a chance to win. A lot of times, sometimes you don't get the job done, but you know, on a consistent basis, I want to be doing it more than I don't, obviously, and taking the ball every fifth day, you have to kind of pride yourself on that. So I just have to be consistent, and you know, if I'm consistent, and you know, the way I threw the ball the first two starts, then you know, more than likely all the other numbers will be there. So for me, it's all about consistency.
And any new pitches or anything you're dabbling with in terms of delivery or anything that is a little different than past years?
No, actually, it's about getting back to where it was in the past years. So you know, and that's good to see for me. I don't have to battle so much through my mechanics and find that release point, you know, that I've battled through for years. You know, now I feel good. Breaking balls coming around to the one that I used to have. So you know, that's just that's a plus for me, and that's don't need to learn any new pitches right now. Just you know, be better at the ones that I have.
That's a good attitude. Keep it simple in a sense, right?
That's it. Don't fix what isn't broken.
We'll watch for Jason to do the same things that we saw him do on the South Side back when the White Sox were divisional champion.
You got to get to Gilhooly's. My trivia night at 3901 West 103rd Street near St. Xavier is Friday, March 1st at 8 p.m. Music, movies, TV, sports, and other stuff. See you there. Lenny Q's Barbecue. Trivia alternate Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Daily specials. Catering, too. It's at the Lansing Municipal Airport, 3249 Airport Drive. I'll see you over there. Perfect Pitch Auto Repair at 108th and Kedzie is great. Tune-ups, transmissions, AC service, engine repair, tire repair, oil changes. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. They do a great job for me, and they'll do a great job for you. They're quick, and they don't charge an arm and a leg. Perfect Pitch Auto Repair, 108th and Kedzie. Trivia will be at the Sock. Alternate Thursdays at 8 p.m. 93rd and Roberts Road. Great food, great drink, great people. Everything great. You've got to get to Renata's Beauty Salon. They cut hair for men, women, and kids, and I'm among them. Open 6 days a week. Walk-ins welcome. Easy to reach at 125th and Western Avenue. Maybe I'll see you there. Reggie's is a great place with tons of music, interesting people and staff, great food and drink at 21st and State. And amongst the cool things they have, Benkowski Trivia. All shows are now Monday at 6 p.m. Reggie's, 21st and State, a fun place. Let's go to Chicago's very own Ron Artest. Cheryl Ray talks to him in depth. He's still only 20 years old, and he's adjusting to life in the NBA. I think he has a huge upside, and he talks about a lot of things in this in-depth interview with Cheryl.
Because of Tony's absence, you got a lot of playing time. Elton's got a lot of playing time. For rookies, it's very unusual for all this playing time. Do you think that, I mean, it was kind of like a gift that you were able to get?
It was a gift, but not a gift that he was hurt, but it was you know, God works in mysterious ways, and I'm still playing 40 minutes when he's back. So it worked out well because I got a chance to show, you know, I can play a little bit. Play some defense, play some offense. I can play in the league, and I'm always working hard. So, you know, I think they have a sense that I want to get better.
Are you disappointed you're not being playing with the rookies at the All-Stars?
A little disappointed, but you know, I have no say-so on how that works out, so can't do nothing about it.
You could use it as an incentive to where you say, hey, by the end of the season, look what I've done.
I always just try to play hard, no matter who I'm playing against, no matter what team. And all that, it's all good to have stuff like that. I'm happy for Elton. Hopefully he get Rookie of the Year too. But I wish I could be in that team, but I'm not on the team. So I'm just going to try to build on, something that we have going here. Try to have a good second half of the season.
I've talked to some NBA coaches and assistant coaches and stuff like that, and they'll ask me, what do you think about the Bulls team? And I said, I think the Bulls have a steal at number 16 when they took Ron Artest. I said, because you should have gone higher, but by the grace of God, you didn't. So, well, we're grateful that you didn't and that you're here.
Yeah, too. It worked out because I'm in a great city, and I'm trying to play hard, and Tony's back. We getting some wins now, feeling good, and maybe this is the best thing that could happen to me going number 16, playing in Chicago.
Tony being back, it was unbelievable how his presence, his ability just elevated this team, because if you take when Pointy came back, you guys are playing over 500, which is a far cry from what you were doing previous.
I know we was the best team for the last 10 games. At one point, in the East, and that's something, from being the worst team to just being the best at something, Only if it was for 10 games, it's still great. We beat some good teams in Detroit and Miami and Indiana, so that says a lot.
And the best thing is that you're in the games a lot at the end. It's no longer like, 20-point blowout.
30 points, I know it's no longer that. We feel we have a chance, and we feel we can win every game.
Well, good luck. We want to see that smile all the way through the season.
I hope so.
But right now, Cheryl Ray talks to a strange bird. Chris Webber. Has he found peace in Sacramento?
College, playing with the Fab Five, I'm used to being around talented players where on any given night someone could be the best player on that team, and that's how it is here, and that's great. It's great to be able to be in the post, and whether I'm having a good night or bad night, to know Nick is on my left because he's going to make it, or to know Vladdy's right behind me because he's going to make it, or Jason has the ball. So it's a good feeling where if you're confident enough in yourself, then you'll be, you don't have an ego. You don't have to worry about everybody else, what they're doing, and we're all just confident in each other and saying we have one goal, let's get it done, and we'll all enjoy the limelight or whatever comes with it, but it's for everybody because we're all good.
I don't think I'm saying anything that you don't know, but a lot of people thought you were the detractor in Washington, and obviously that can't be the case if you look at you in Sacramento and there's success there. What went wrong in Washington?
I'm not sure. I really like Washington. I really like the players there. Of course, Juwan and Rod Strickland and those guys. I'm not sure. I guess sometimes we can't have everything we wanted.
You've got to get to Moods Bar and Grill. Exit 19 off Interstate 94, Portage, Indiana. I do live trivia there every other Wednesday. They have great food and drink, a very fun vibe. Located in the Portage Mall, in the middle of town. You got to check out Moods. Take a little road trip to the Bar and Grill. It's only 19 minutes into Indiana. Live trivia. I'll see you there. This week's show has been brought to you by the Perfect Pitch Auto Repair Shop. They do it all at 108th and Kedzie.
Huck Finn, a great wide-ranging menu, along with donuts and ice cream. Open 24 hours at Archer and Damon, 67th and Pulaski, and 105th and Cicero. Imprint Graphics, leaders in booklet, perfect bound, saddle stitch. Very competitive pricing. Call 708-396-1010.